everyone, I hope you're well. Last time I uploaded a video, I talked about all the things that I dislike and even despise about being a lawyer. And I promised you I would make a part 2 where I would talk about all the things that I absolutely love about my job, and this is what we're doing today. If it's your first time here, hi, my name is Aisha. I'm a lawyer, I'm an entrepreneur based in Montreal, Canada, and I make videos about the law, about entrepreneurship, about becoming a lawyer, and a bunch of other things. So before I get started, I want to address something that I get a lot of questions about. I'm just gonna get it out of the way, and that is the money. Anytime I make content about becoming a lawyer, whether or not you should become a lawyer, I always get asked whether or not lawyers make good money. This is something that I addressed in my Should You Become a Lawyer video, which I'm going to link right there. And if you're expecting me to say that one of the things that I love about being a lawyer is the money, it's not going to happen. And I'm not saying that you can't make good money as a lawyer. I'm not saying that there aren't a lot of lawyers out there who do really well. As I said in my Should You Become a Lawyer video, it really depends on where you work, what kind of law you practice. But at the end of the day, if you are thinking about going to law school or becoming a lawyer, and the only thing you're worried about is the money, choose another career path. And it's, as I said, it's not because there aren't a lot of lawyers out there who make really good money. It's just that there are a lot of other career paths that I think are a lot more efficient at making you money and a lot less detrimental to your mental health. If you're considering various career paths and the only thing that you care about is how much money you're going to make, like honestly, go into tech, learn how to code, do anything else. Going to law school and becoming a lawyer is going to make you miserable if the only reason why you're doing it is for the money. So now that we've gotten the money part out of the way, let's get into all of the things that I absolutely love about being a lawyer. So one of the things that I absolutely love about what I do is how rewarding it is, intellectually speaking. So problem solving is at the very center of what I do and of what a lawyer does. And it's a lot of fun to get paid to think about various problems, new case law, new questions, new products, and how the law applies to them. So I personally work with creatives, and a lot of times I'm confronted with new legislation. So for instance, a lot of new privacy laws. Clients keep coming up with very innovative projects, innovative ideas that they need legal help with. And a lot of times I get to think about legal issues that haven't really been addressed in court before. So there's very little case law, and that's because in the creative field or in the entertainment industry, for instance, litigation isn't something that comes naturally to that field, especially here in Quebec, simply because litigation is very expensive. But also, as Quebecers and as Canadians, litigation definitely isn't as a big of a part of our culture as it is in the US, for instance. And so I often find myself in situations where clients come up to me and they ask me questions that have never really been answered or topics that have never really been addressed before. And while it can be very stressful, it's also very rewarding when you do come up with those answers or when you do find solutions to your clients' problems. The second thing I absolutely love about my job is the people that I get to meet. As I've said multiple times before in multiple videos before, I work with creatives, and honestly, I would not have it any other way. I'm so lucky that I get to work with talented, creative, innovative, genuine, authentic people. I'm always amazed by what my clients come up with, and I try to support them in any way that I can because I love them and because I genuinely love what they do. Showing my support to their career and their projects is something that is really important to me, so I always buy their albums when they come out on vinyl. I always stream their songs. I always talk about their work on social media. I go to their openings. I go to any launch events. I try to show my support as much as I can because the people that I meet are generally one of the things that I love the most about my job. And obviously, I know that I could get these things for free. I often get asked about whether or not I get perks because I work with creatives, and I could, but I still always make it a point to actually support them and put my money where my mouth is. And I'm very happy to do it. I am very lucky that I get to meet such amazing people with interesting careers, ambitious people, and I know that one of the main reasons why I get to do that is because of my job. The third thing that I absolutely love about being a lawyer is that it really does make me feel like I'm helpful. Being a lawyer is something that I personally find very fulfilling, and I do a ton of things for my clients. Obviously, I draft contracts for them, I review contracts, I do negotiation for them when needed, I advise them on certain situations, I help them go through certain, difficult situations. I help them find third parties to assist them with certain things that I might not be the best at, or that I'm simply not competent enough to do. And honestly, there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that makes me feel better and happier than hearing, Aisha, I feel a lot better now that I have this contract. I know that I'm protected. When they say Aisha, I feel a lot less anxious now. I've been in situations where some of my clients had to just start over and build their team from scratch. And oftentimes I was the only professional left in their team. And it just makes me feel really good to think that I've helped them go through those situations, that I've helped them feel a little less anxious about certain situations. And God knows I understand what anxiety is. Yeah, just seeing them feel better, there really is nothing like it. And the fourth and last reason why I absolutely love my job, and not only my job but also the education that I had to get to actually get my job, is because law has helped me connect with a lot of people that I might not have been able to connect with had I not gone to law school. And let me explain. The law relates to just about anything. Regardless of the field that you are in, the law is going to apply in a way or in another. And having a legal education and being a lawyer has helped me connect with people, even if they have completely different interests that I do. Obviously, I've been able to have conversations about topics that I'm quite well versed in, like art and fashion and music, those things. But I've surprisingly also been able to have conversations about things that I absolutely know nothing about, or like very little about, because I've always been able to bring it back to the law, interestingly enough. I've been able to talk about hockey contracts with some hockey fans, and God knows hockey is something that is very, very important here in Quebec. And I know nothing about hockey. I do not watch hockey, I do not care for hockey, but I can talk about hockey contracts. I have never been through a divorce. I don't know much about family law, but I can still manage to have a conversation about family law and the process of getting a divorce with someone who's getting a divorce. I've been able to talk about lawsuits in the car industry with people who love cars. I've been able to talk about trademarks and branding with people in various industries, because that also applies to basically every single industry there is out there. And while you could say maybe I'm just good with people, I don't think that's the case. I'm an introvert. I'm just not the best socially, but I really do think that my legal education has allowed me to, I guess, be a little better with people and connect with people, even though we have absolutely nothing in common, simply because I've been able to bring it back to the law, really. So can we say that the law has allowed me to actually be decent with people? I think we can. And that was it for my video. Those were a few things that I absolutely love about my jobs. There are a lot of other things that I love about what I do. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to let me know. Don't hesitate to let me know if there are any topics that you would like me to make a video about. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!